Well, the Olympics are right around the corner now, and we know you'll likely notice some of the athletes with interesting looking marks on their bodies, maybe. Kylie Study with ProMedica is a natural wellness practitioner. Kylie, we know there are a lot of different ways to help sore muscles, and these are among them.
Yeah, so we've all seen the marks on the Olympic athletes. I've seen on NBA stars, celebrities, and you probably wondered, did they all get attacked by an octopus? How did they get these perfectly circular marks?
Right.
That's a fantastic technique called cupping.
Cupping. And what exactly is cupping?
So cupping is an ancient technique. Many cultures have a version of it. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, so it's part of my acupuncture training. It's really caught on in modern times thanks to the athletes. And many other therapies and therapists use it, such as massage, PT. So it's something we're seeing a lot of.
Yeah, so I see you have a few of them here. How exactly does this work?
Yep, so cupping involves the adhering of cups against the skin. They're usually glass. We either use some type of suction like fire or a modern set like I brought to show here.
Okay.
So this is a modern cup. It has a little valve on it. So what we do is we place it against the skin. I'll use a little guy so I can stick them to my hand.
Okay.
I have this little pump gun. I place that against the cup and I pull and it pulls the skin.
Okay.
So you might look at that mark and think, oh my gosh, those are a lot of bruises.
That hurts, or
It doesn't really hurt. So cupping, as long as it's done correctly, the mark isn't a bruise.
Okay.
If it's done incorrectly, always check someone's credentials and training before you do it. So anytime a muscle's tight, it's locked. Blood, fluids, energy aren't flowing, it's restricted.
Okay.
So what cupping is doing, it opens up the muscles, pulls all that constriction out to the surface, that's what the mark is, so new blood and fluids can flow in and relax that muscle.
So that's how it works and how these athletes, because they're putting their bodies through all kinds of stuff, right? But what about somebody like me who I might work out, regularly, I might work in my garden, do things like that. Back hurts a little bit, slept the wrong way, is this really just for those like high level athletes, or is this for really anybody?
If you're an athlete, sure, you're going to have a lot of tight, sore muscles, but I think anyone can benefit from cupping. How many of us carry stress and tension in our neck and shoulders? Your back hurts from gardening. You sat on a hard bench watching your kids, your grandkids' sporting game. We're getting to that age where you roll over in bed and your back hurts.
Yeah.
Cupping is a great technique that anyone can benefit. A lot of my clients, when they come out of the room after a cupping session, they're standing taller. You get a lot of instant relief from the cupping. It does take a couple of sessions to really see some lasting results, to really get those muscles to release and relax for you.
Okay, so how long does it take, and what does it feel like? Like, does it hurt when it's actually happening?
The cupping shouldn't hurt. It's no more than putting the vacuum hose against the skin, which we've all done that to our hand as kids, right?
Yeah.
There is just a little suction or pressure. Talk to the therapist or clinician who's doing the cupping. If it is uncomfortable, let them know. The cupping is quick. It usually only takes a few minutes. The effects of the cuppings last for several days, and the mark that you see can be light in color, it can be dark, and can last a day up to several days.
Okay.
The color of the mark tells us what's going on. The tighter that muscle is, the darker the mark. If the muscle's not too bad, the mark will be lighter, won't last as long.
And so then, if somebody comes back, you can go, okay, I know what's going on here. You might need some more attention here or there. What I think is great about something like this is just an alternative to maybe painkillers, things like that, because I think, a lot of people just get accustomed to, I'll just take some, acetaminophen or some, ibuprofen or something like that. But this is a more natural way.
Absolutely. I'm all about integrating some natural things into your healthcare plan. I want you to still see your doctor if your back's been bothering you for a while, but if it's that you did some muscle strain, let's integrate some holistic therapies such as cupping into your care plan.
And so what's the best way about maybe scheduling an appointment? Do you need a referral? How does that all work?
So for my appointments at ProMedica, you can self-refer or your provider can put in a referral. I do have flexible hours, evenings and weekends, because I know people work and can't come see me in the middle of the day sometimes. So I do my best. Cupping's about a half-hour appointment, so I try to make it quick and easy and affordable for people to get in.
Wonderful. How do you feel, when you see folks leave your office and, as you said, they're standing up a little straighter, they're moving better? How do you feel?
I love that. I love to wait for someone when they get off of the treatment table, and I can immediately tell from the cupping. Their shoulders are back, they're upright, they have a smile on their face. You can tell we got their muscles feeling better and their whole body and attitudes better.
Wonderful. Very good. So, okay, the next time you might wake up in the morning, roll a certain way, go, maybe instead of reaching for the Tylenol, you might want to schedule an appointment, see if it works for you. Some really interesting things. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.